Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'm doing a rules refresher for Nemesis. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to use the achievement cards. Let's get rolling. So I am set up in this video to teach you about the achievement card promo deck for Nemesis, and this should be one of the shortest and most straightforward rules refresher videos I've ever done because these are actually pretty self-explanatory. They do a good job. I don't really have any questions on this one. And for your viewing enjoyment, I have unsleeved this entire deck of 5 cards so you can see them without glare in this video. So on the back of these achievement cards, they all have the same thing, and it's just the rules for how these achievement card works. So I'm just going to read it off to you, and I think in this case, everything makes sense. So hey, it's nice when that happens. So during setup, draw 2 achievement cards and place them face up next to the main board. I think the implication there is you shuffle them and randomize, and players may look at these cards at any moment. The first player who meets the requirement described in the upper part of the achievement card gains that card and places it in their inventory. So treat it kind of like an item. The lower part of the card describes its effects and when it can be played. So now let's just take a look at these 5 cards one at a time. The first one is Hunter, and these are just in random order here. So Hunter, on the top part of the card, it says, be the first character to kill an adult intruder. So the first person who does that then takes this card, and then the bottom half tells you you can discard it and gain its effect, which is discard this card during your round to deal 2 injuries to an intruder in the room you are in, and then check the injury effect, which just means, like normal, as if you had shot or meleeed the intruder. Just see if the damage is enough to take that intruder out. The second card is Elixir of Life. So in order to gain this card, you have to be the first character to use the laboratory room action. And if you are, you take it into inventory, and then later you can discard this card during your round to heal 1 serious wound, even if not dressed, and that's pretty cool, or all light wounds on your character. In addition, you may remove 1 contamination card from your hand without scanning it. That's a pretty nice benefit. The next one is Setting the Trap. This one says, be the first character to send the signal. If you do that, then you take this card into your inventory, and then later you can discard when a character or intruder enters the comms room to deal a serious wound or 2 injuries to everyone in the comms room. So to be clear, that's a serious wound to each character and 2 injuries to each intruder. And you do that when somebody, either a character or intruder, enters the comms room, but you do not have to be in the comms room at that time. You just have to have been the first to send the signal to gain the card. Next up, we have Jury Rigged. To gain this card, you must be the first character to use Demolition in the storage room. If you achieve that, you take the card, and then you can discard this card during your round to take any craft item from the blue item deck. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to then take the craft action or even have the required item types to make that crafted item. And finally, we have Hard Reset. For this one, you have to be the first character to use the generator room action. So that's going to start self-destruct. And then the effect is you can discard this card, and that is before the timer marker is on any of the blue spaces on the time track. So that's like the first half of the game before the hibernation chambers open back up. So as long as you're not on the blue space, then you can discard this card during your round to replace the current coordinates card with one of your choosing. So that is pretty handy as well. And that is all 5 cards in this set. So you can use these with the base game Nemesis. You can use it with any of the Aftermath stuff. But because it is calling out certain rooms like the laboratory and you would need the comms room, the generator room, maybe the storage room. These cards are not going to be compatible with Nemesis Lockdown. But there is a second set of achievement cards for Nemesis Lockdown. And so I will do a rules video on that when I get to my lockdown videos. But that's really it for these, so let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you would like to see a solo playthrough with these, then you're in luck. I have released a solo playthrough today. It's a two-handed game, and I've included these. So whether or not I accomplished any of these achievements or used the effect, you'll have to watch a video to find out. And I'm only being cagey about it because of time of recording. I have not actually filmed that playthrough yet, so I don't know either. But check it out if you like. Otherwise, if this has been helpful, consider leaving a like, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody else. Any and all of those things are super appreciated. But that's what I've got for this rules refresher video. This is achievements, and I think it's pretty straightforward. But you let me know what you think in the comments. Otherwise, have an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.